All right, Jai Sachidanand. Let us have the three mantra, please. Who is going to sing the three mantra?
¿Quién va a cantar el trimantra hoy, por favor?
Gavi.
Jai Sachidanand. ¿Se escucha bien?
Perfecto.
Yeah.
Namo Vipragaya, Namo Harihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vatsayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamukaro, Savapavapanashano, Mangalanam cha Savesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Sachidanand. Namo Vipragaya. Namo Harihantanam. Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vatsayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam, Eso Panchanamukaro, Savapavapanashano, Mangalanam cha Savesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Sachidanand. Namo Vigrahaya. Namo Harihantanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Vatsayanam. Namo Loye Savasahunam. Eso Panchanamukaro, Savapavapanashano, Mangalanam cha Savesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Herman and Marcella, Gabi, Anila, Patricia, Luz, Paulina, Gonzalo, Alicia.
Jai
Yes.
Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Um, yeah, have you noticed how the singing or the offering of the three mantra, or even the listening to the three mantra, has a way of making the world disappear? You see, the making all the chaos in this world go away, and you come to focus on the real within everyone, you know.
Yes. Se dieron cuenta que cuando ofrecemos el trimantra es como que hay olas que hacen que desaparezcan, ondas que hacen que el mundo desaparezca, y nos enfocamos en lo real cada uno de todos nosotros.
Yes. Just 1 minute, I need to make some adjustments.
Yes.
So, the next heading on page 16, page 16 in the Akram Vignan November 1988 magazine. The next heading is yes, you can leave it open. Okay, yeah. The next heading is it is that next heading is that is called Gusso. Okay, now this is a new term for you. It is called Gusso. And a Gusso keva. Remember we were talking about anger, tanto, anger that is associated with violent intent and a link. Anger that is associated with violent intent and a link is called anger. And greed that is associated with a violent intent and a link, tato, is called greed. And so now Dadashri is saying, and I'm quoting Dada now. Good morning, Fabi. Jai Sachidanand. Yes, Sachidanand. Now Dadashri is saying that that is not called anger. And so now Dada is defining a new state within Mahatmas. Dadashri says after the Gnan Vidi, your violent intent is absolutely absent. There is no violent intent in you as a Mahatma. There is no violent intent, There is no violent intent. Absolutely none. There is not even a link, the tato that we talked about, you see. A link of any of these kashais, you see. Anger, pride, deceit, greed. The link means yesterday somebody praised you, and gave you a lot of compliments, and then today something happens, in speech, and that man says something and you feel hurt. And link means that which holds this compliment as well as criticism inside, that which loves compliments and that which hates criticisms, that part is no longer there within a Mahatma, you see. Yes, you and I might feel good if somebody says, Damian, you're such a nice gentleman, And the next day somebody said, Damian, stupid, leave alone, nothing, you don't know anything. You might feel a little bit of it, but it doesn't carry with you as a link, as a chain of prison. Okay, I'm sorry I spoke long. Okay, go on. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bueno, hoy vamos a comenzar en la página 16, la revista del Akram Vignan de noviembre de 1988, y el título es eso que se llama Gusso. Gusso es una palabra nueva para nosotras y dice que la ira es la violencia de la intención y el link. También la codicia, el orgullo y el engaño. Siempre es una intención violenta más un link. Y Dadashri dice que no es enojo en este nuevo, que los Mahatmas, después de haber tomado el Nanvidi, ya no están en este estado. Desapareció para los Mahatmas. No hay ni el link ni el tato, o sea, estas intenciones violentas. De ningún kashai. El link es, por ejemplo, alguien te hace un cumplido, te sentís bien, y después esa misma persona al día siguiente te critica o hace algo mal, y el link es eso, ¿no? Los cumplidos, las críticas, pero los Mahatmas ya no cargamos más con esto. A Damián le pueden decir un día, Damián, sos divino, bueno, y al día siguiente le pueden decir, Damián, sos un estúpido, y por ahí te afecta, pero no lo cargas, es como que no lo llevamos atado como una cadena.
Okay, so what, we all feel there's this new term that is called Gusso. Gusso means that anger, because we are all familiar with anger, pride, deceit, greed, these heavy kashais. But we learned in the last satsang that it is only called anger if you have it is not called anger which is visible. What is visible to the world is not called anger. The intention, the fire to hurt, the burning desire to hurt the other person, you see, the violent intent, okay, that is called anger. And that carries on for sometimes months, days, years, it can carry on. You get so angry about a man who has done something to you or your family, or a man who has cheated you, out of money, greed, that, for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, a business partner, it's inside you, and that's the link. And the absence of these two, therefore, you and I are experiencing these feelings, these reactions inside. So what do we call them? It's not called anger. This is a new term called Gusso. Gusso. We in English translated it to a little bit of irritation, a negative reaction, but nothing major. You know what I mean? Go on. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Todos sentimos gusto, ¿no? Y que es el enojo, la ira, el orgullo, codicia, engaño. Pero nosotros aprendemos que en el último satsang, que lo visible no es ira. La ira es lo invisible y es lo que cargamos. Por ejemplo, una persona te engañó, te estafó, lo que fuera que hacemos, y ese link que está adentro es lo que se carga, ¿no? Ahora, todos los Mahatmas tenemos, podemos sentir internamente, sin que salga, un enojo, orgullo o algo por el estilo, o algún kashai, y eso es Gusso, es lo que sentimos, pero que no dura.
So you see, there is this. So Dadashri says, he became, and he had Gusso. He was temporarily, but there's a temporary burst of emotional reactions. He's upset, irritated. That temporary Gusso, but there is no link of that reaction. There's no link of, so after a while there's nothing. Well, after a while there is nothing. You see. So it was only the Gusso that happened, and you don't even remember it. The Gusso, you do not even remember it.
Yes. Todos sentimos por dentro Gusso, ¿no? Y Dadashri decía que él tenía Gusso, que tenía emociones, así reacción, pero sin link. Después que pasaba, ya no había nada, ni siquiera el recuerdo de lo que había pasado, sucedido.
It does, but then it does not even come in memory. You forget and come in memory, and at all, and and so its effect is wiped off. So disturbances that happen in Mahatmas, you see, whether it is anger, pride, deceit, greed, these disturbances arise and they quickly are wiped off. In effect, they do not last. In effect, these things do not last. They're there initially, but they go away, you see. And initially they may be there because somebody just shook you up, but it is an initial effect and then it just goes away. You see, so the effect is wiped off, you see.
Las cosas para los Mahatmas no se quedan en la memoria, es un efecto que luego es como que se limpia inmediatamente. Surge el efecto y se limpia, no dura, se va. Surge un efecto inicial y después luego desaparece.
Okay, next. So see this, everybody understand? Everybody get it?
¿Todos entendieron?
This is amazing. These are practical effects of the Gnan Vidhi of Gnani Purush Dadashri. This is something that everyone can experience, you see. You no longer have any animosity, any desire to get back after him or her, or to take revenge, or you don't even plan, or you do not even bite your, you don't, grind your teeth in the night about that person. Nothing. That's all over.
Esto es maravilloso porque es un efecto práctico que todos recibimos después del Gnani Vidhi y que podemos experimentar. Ya no hay más ira, no hay más venganza, no te quedas con esos pensamientos, se terminan. Y vamos al siguiente título.
So, and you all have heard enough of this, so Krodha, man, maya, lobh. Krodha is outright anger. It's horrible anger. It burns the person, it burns the other person, and it burns you too. It burns both. It's highly dangerous, very dangerous. People, in Krodha, when they in anger, if they've got a knife or a gun in their hand, they will hurt their own loved ones, you see. That is how severe this Krodha is business, you know.
Yes. Krodha es una ira horrible que no solamente te quema a la persona que siente esta ira, sino que también quema a los otros, y por eso es tan severo.
So the next logical question from the Mahatma is, what is the difference between Gusso and Krodha? Krodha means overt, real anger.
La pregunta que hace es ¿cuál es la diferencia entre Gusso y enojo?
Dadashri says there is a lot of difference between Gusso and Krodha. Krodha, overt, burn, anger that burns. You see? And then now he says there is a lot of difference. Gusso is a Pudgal. Gusso is a Pudgalic link. Gusso is a Pudgalic thing. Okay? Gusso is a Pudgalic thing. Okay? Pudgal, you all know Puran and Galan. Puran and Galan. Puran means, fill, and Galan means you empty. Puran means fill, and Galan means you empty. So that which was Pudgalic means that which was filled empties. Okay. Pudgalic. The answers are coming. So, just bear with me. Now we are on the page 17. So the next question is, Gusso is, Dadashri says, Gusso is Puran. Gusso is Pudgalic. Puran Galan. I'm sorry, you have to know these words. Just like an Indian person, not an Indian, a Gujarati Mahatma, because Indians also do not know this. This is very amazing stuff. So the next question is asked to Dada. Dada, what? Sorry, I forgot. Yeah. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Acá la pregunta que le hacen a Dada es cuál es la diferencia entre Gusso y Krodha. Y Dadashri dice, Gusso es el Pudgat Link. Y para esto, y Pudgat Link es, recordemos, Puran Galan, ¿no? Puran es que se llena y Galan que se vacía. Lo que se llenó se vacía. Y que esto es absolutamente importante saberlo, no solo para los occidentales, también en India este conocimiento es importante.
Okay, so what Dada is asked, what is Pudgalic? And so Dada says, if you light a stove, will it not become hot?
Entonces Dada dice, si prendes una estufa, no se calentará.
If you turn on your cooking plate, on your the oven, where you do the cooking, you will turn it on. Will it not become hot? Will it not become hot? You see? So in the same way, this Pudgal called Damian, Marcella, becomes hot. You see, the Pudgal becomes hot. You see? And when the Pudgal becomes hot, all right, then it is called Gusso. You see, the Pudgal, the body complex, the mind-body complex becomes hot. Oh, leave me alone. You go, But the body complex becomes hot. That is called Gusso. And see?
Yes. Por ejemplo, si pones un plato, si prendes la estufa, esta estufa se va a calentar, y si pones un plato sobre esta estufa, esta cocina también se va a calentar. De la misma manera, este pudgal, que también se va a calentar. Por ejemplo, el pudgal, que es el complejo del cuerpo, mente y habla, también se calientan. Le da a Marcela, el de todos, y se enoja y dice, bueno, vete. Y eso es Gusso.
Yeah, the Gusso. Now, whereas Dadashri says, when is it called anger? When it will burn the other person, and also he himself will also burn. He'll be, he'll be flames, you see, open flames. Whereas this one is, you touch it, even if you're, after a while you touch it, it's become cold, It is not boom. It's not like an open flame, you see. It is, it's the thing has become hot only. The plate has become hot a little bit, because you turn on the heat or the gas and electricity or the gas underneath it, so the surface will become hot. That's all. You see? And that's called Gusso. Life's reactions make you upset, irritated, That's called Gusso. You see? Whereas anger means it burns the other person, and the owner also burns, you see.
Yes. Dada dice que la ira es cuando se quema, cuando se pone en llamas. Y no solamente te pones en llama vos, sino que también quemas a la otra persona. Eso es ira. Y Gusso es cuando alguien te irrita, es como cuando apoyaste el plato sobre la cocina, se calentó, pero luego se enfría. Pero la ira quema, no solamente a vos, sino también a las otras personas.
And in the other, she says, Gusso is discharge, and Krodha, anger, like that which burns the other person, is charge. Charge is new karma.
Gusso es descarga, y Krodha es carga de karma.
So Gusso, Dada says in some other way, Gusso is discharge Pudgal. Pudgal. The Gusso is discharge Pudgal. Pudgal means this Mangardas, this body complex, The body complex is, it, if it is sleeping, you disturb it in sleep, it will even strike out at you, in sleep, the person will, say, leave me alone, might even hit you, that is, it's a discharge Pudgal. It is part of the non-Pudgal. It is not the Bhavo. The middle one carries this anger, pride, deceit, greed. You see that the middle one, the Bhavo, and so it is just, and anger it charges, and Gusso is it discharges, and when it charges, it creates a new karma, is it not? It binds a new karma. That's what Dada's words. And Gusso is just a discharge, so it does not bind karma. Gusso is discharge, so it does not bind karma. You see? So,
Acá Dadashri hace una distinción entre estas dos palabras, y Gusso es la descarga del Pudgal, del Mangaldas, del complejo del cuerpo, de la mente y del habla. Es el que carga el pavo, el del medio, y no carga karma. Krodha, sin embargo, es carga karma y crea un nuevo karma también.
All right, so now this is a totally new science. If we need to understand in exactness. In fact, everything that you and I are experiencing in this world through our five senses, through the mind, through this body, and through these words is discharge, pure discharge.
Yes. Esto es una ciencia totalmente nueva, ¿no? Y todo lo que experimentamos a través de la mente, del cuerpo y del habla es una pura descarga.
Yeah. And the next heading is anger gone. The results remain. That is the next heading, you see.
El próximo título es La ira se va y los resultados quedan.
Dadashri says, if you become angry with someone, the words of Dadashri, if you become angry with someone and we see it, I'm sitting there, I'm saying that Fabi became very angry with someone. I can see that. And upon saying that, I know, I see to see something and to know are two different things. You see something, everybody sees something. But to know means to know the reality. But I know that it is not anger, in the example of Fabi,
Yes. Por ejemplo, Dadashri dice que si te enojas con cualquiera, yo lo puedo ver. Por ejemplo, Fabi se enoja con alguien, lo veo y también lo conozco, lo sé y sé la realidad. Y eso, eso que veo y conozco no es ira.
This Fabi may become angry with someone. The reason is the Fabi may become angry with someone, and you from within, inside, are saying, this is wrong. You see, this should not happen. Then what happens is, that much is enough because you are not in it. You as the Amapura are not in it. So Fabi in discharge is becoming angry with Damian or Herman or whoever, but inside she is not in it. Inside she is in the Pratavidhi of Dada or the Navakalam of Dada. Inside she is absolutely not with what has happened, what Fabi has just done, you see. And so the violent intent is to become one with Fabi, you see. The violent intent is to become one with what is happening, you see. That is the violent intent. What's wrong? Everybody's stealing, privately. So I can steal some also from the government, That is the violent intent, and that is greed, you see.
Yes. Por ejemplo, por ejemplo, Fabiana se enoja con alguien y tú estás ahí, por dentro piensas, está mal, esto no debería estar pasando. Y eso es suficiente, porque Fabiana es alma pura y no está allí involucrada. Fabiana puede enojarse con Damiano o con Germán, pero dentro de ella no está, ella está en los calams. Y la intención violenta es hacerse uno con la situación. Por ejemplo, todos roban, el gobierno roba, entonces yo también voy a robar, ¿no? Es como esa intención violenta de codicia, es hacerme una con la codicia y también hacer yo lo que está haciendo el otro.
And in contrast to Fabi, or Chandubai doesn't, in contrast to Fabi, the other person, he is fuming from inside. He is so upset from inside, He may not say anything. Even then, the other says, we will tell him that he is burning, you see, because that other man has got violent intent. And the violent intent is inexactness called anger or Krodha. This is the important thing, the final sentence. It is the violent intention that is called anger. It is the violent intention that is called pride. It is the violent intention that is called deceit. It's the violent intention that is called greed, you see. That is called anger, you see. The other person may not say anything, but he gets so angry, and he's cursing you and shouting you from inside, and, but now, he's burning, Dada says that man is burning, and that's extremely dangerous, you see.
Yes. Dada dice que, por ejemplo, la intención la intención violenta que, por ejemplo, Fabiana puede estar enojada y dice algo, y la otra persona se pone furiosa, aunque no diga absolutamente nada, por dentro es como que se quema. Lenta, de la ira, la codicia, el orgullo y el engaño. Y eso es ira Krodha. Y Dada dice que esto es extremadamente peligroso. Esta persona, aunque no diga nada, está gritando por dentro y como que se quema.
So it is so, therefore, Dada has spoken volumes on this. He says it is so. You think that man has not reacted when you say words that are hurtful? Oh, no. He's actually, you've just lit a match and he's burning from inside. He'll come back to you. He, in some way or the other, this violence will come back to you,
Ya dice que esto es absolutamente importante, que antes que las personas no lo hablen, no lo expresen, esto que se quema por dentro se está quemando por dentro y es como si tirarle un fósforo, ¿no? Y entonces la persona se enciende y toda esta ira va a volver nuevamente a esta persona.
So everybody clear, we as Mahatmas should never say, I become angry, I become deceitful, I become greedy, I become proud. You see, we should never say that. It is not, it is the discharge Pudgal and its effects, you see, that's all. These are the discharge Pudgal effects of Kashai reactions, not actual Kashais. Actual Kashais are when you are one with it, when you agree with it, when you are in it, when you're in it, you deliberately deceive a human being. You deliberately have the intention to hurt that human being, you see. That's gone for all of us, my friends. All of us. It's gone. Absolutely gone.
Yes. Dada habló de, bueno, dice que no, nunca hay que decir, yo me volví y que tengo ira, o me volví orgulloso, codicioso o engaño. No decir nada más, nada de todo eso, porque es una descarga del purgal, son efectos y los kashais son un efecto, pero los mahatmas ya no tienen la intención violenta.
What a phenomenal thing that has happened to all of us. You see, this happened in 2 hours. Dada, by waking us up, make us free from this highly dangerous kashais, anger, pride, deceit, and greed, which pull you into the next life, you see, and keep on increasing, life after life, you see.
Yes. Dada, este es algo tan maravilloso, ¿no? Que solamente en 2 horas sucedió. Dada nos liberó de todos los kashais, que son los que nos arrastran vida tras vida infinitamente.
The next heading is the self does not mix in it. That's the next.
I would like to share something.
Yes. Yes, Fabi.
Because in the last few months, Fabi felt a lot of anger with some people. But the nice thing is Fabi knew they were just limits. But anyway, she felt angry. But with this knowledge, now I feel not that bad because I was feeling guilty and doing pratikraman, but it's not that bad. It's just discharge.
Yeah, right. This. Thank you. Now say
Sí, por favor, traducí, Fabi.
Que lo que estaba comentando de que en los últimos meses, por algunas cosas que le pasaron a Fabi se enojó con varias personas, sabiendo que eran limits, entendiendo, pero igual no puedo evitar aún enojarme con ciertas cosas cada vez que voy descubriendo algunas actitudes. Entonces, por un lado sentía culpa, por el otro hago pratikraman, por el otro lo entiendo, pero este satsang además me da tranquilidad sabiendo que es solo descarga y lo voy a terminar de limpiar correctamente.
Yes.
Gracias.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Notice that Dadashri has not even used the word pratikraman because he is so absolutely convinced about the magnificent effect of the Gnan Vidhi, you see. He says, it's not happening to you, period. you might say, I became angry and I wanted to do this, but you will not say, you notice this, say you just mentioned that you became angry, but it was not associated with, I will do that to her and I will do this to her, and so there is that link is not there. Whereas before the Gnan Vidhi, you will say, okay, I'm going to get back to her. I'll get back to her.
Thank you, Shuddha.
Yeah. So
lo que dice es que si nos dimos cuenta, Dadashri nunca usaba pratikraman porque creía tanto en la fuerza real del Gnan Vidhi en sí mismo, ¿no? Que con solo pasar por el Gnan Vidhi, por más que yo haya dicho que me enojé, que me enojo, nunca dije que quería volver con venganza o con algo. O sea que sí hubiese pasado probablemente si Fabi no hubiese tomado el Gnan Vidhi. Pero con tan solo saber después del Gnan Vidhi, esta no soy yo, es la descarga de Fabi. That's it. Period. Eso es. No soy yo. Punto. Clarísimo.
You see?
Thank you, Shuddha.
Mm-hmm. And Dadashri mentioned about the other man. Even if he's not saying anything, Dada would tell him, why are you burning so much? Dada has so much compassion for a man who is attached to this reaction, believing it is happening to him. And that other lady did this to him. You say, why are you burning so much? She hasn't even touched you. She just maybe said a few things. But what stupid woman, what does she think about her? So he doesn't say anything, but he's burning inside, you see. And that is anger. That angry people, by the time they show their anger, it's too late. There's a lot of things that is inside, you see.
La gente iracunda en el momento que muestra la ira ya es muy tarde. Ya hay un montón que se fue gestando adentro. Entonces terminaba diciendo que Dadashi lo que tenía con esa gente que tenía tanto enojo y estaba tan linkeada ese enojo era compasión. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué te enojas? Aunque no digas nada, me doy cuenta que te estás quemando adentro.
Yes. So, if you are aware when it happens that Damian got upset, then that's enough. That awareness is who you are. Damian got upset, Damian got greedy, Damian became deceitful. And that itself means you have reversed. You are not in it. You are not in it.
En el momento en el que sucede, si en el momento en el que Damián se enoja, en el momento en el que Damián se decepciona, en ese momento Damián se da cuenta que es de Damián, ya está.
Yeah.
Ya hiciste el reverso, ya rebobinaste, ya limpiaste, ya está.
It is, Dadashri says, if, and the Pratikraman is the extra safe side. You can say Damian, you can always say, oh, Damian is doing this, but there's a very, very subtle and a very beautiful awareness that it is all happening at the body level, the Pudgal level. Sama Pura, that is over. Everything is over. You are in, these things happen. It happens to you and I and everyone, you see. All of these reactions happen. But just know that it's Paudgalik. It is that which was filled is will empty, you see. That's that which was filled is emptying. I am the blissful knower of this through these agnas of my Dada. I'm the blissful knower.
Entonces, teniendo claro en ese momento en el que esto es una descarga de Damián o de Fabiana, que esto es algo que se tiene que descargar porque se cargó antes, que es el Pudgal, con ese conocimiento ya está. Pratikraman es algo adicional, pero con esa sutil conciencia despierta en el momento que sucede, porque nos sucede a todos, estas lecciones las tenemos todos, eso ya está hecho. Eso sí.
And so
soy
now,
el conocedor, observador que tengo las agnas de mi Dada.
Now the next, okay. So you see, the next heading is the soul does not mix in it. The soul does not mix in it. You see?
El próximo título es El alma no se mezcla en eso.
You know, now the other person may say that this man is angry, or he is very proud, or he is deceitful, or he is greedy. You know, the world sees it. The world sees, oh, Damian is very proud, or Anila is very greedy, or whatever, you know. The world can see it. But you from inside now understand, with a U capital understanding, through this science, that which was filled is emptying. You see, that which was filled inside the Prakriti is emptying, right?
Yes. Se puede decir ahora, ¿no? Que todo, la ira, el orgullo, la codicia y el engaño que hay en el mundo, el mundo lo ve, pero tú adentro tienes el entendimiento de esta ciencia y puedes ver que todo lo que se llenó se vació, se vacía.
All right. Not only that, and that they say, there is no link, there is no connection with it. In other words, that which was filled is emptying. The good may have been filled inside, so the good will open up, you see. And the hurtful was filled inside, then the hurtful will happen, you see. But there is no violent intent anymore. That is the state of the Mahatma. The Mahatma has become non-violent. Where there is non-violence, where there is no intention for violence, anger, pride, deceit, and greed cannot exist there. You see, this is the fundamental science, you see.
Wow. No hay link de conexión. Puede surgir cuando sucede algo bueno o cuando sucede algo que es malo. Entonces, para los Mahatmas no tienen intención de violencia. Entonces no pueden existir estos kashais, la ira, el orgullo, la codicia y el engaño.
Are not, and this is a very beautiful sentence, so I'm translating it for you. And it says essentially that in the absence of the violent intent and the link is the connection. This connection means the final disconnection has happened. So amapura, so there is no connection anymore. All right. But otherwise, in the night, you will be rolling in bed and thinking about it and planning this and planning that, you know, that is called link, you see. So in the absence of this violent intent and the connection or the link, there is no kashais. We do not have kashais, okay? This is very important. I know, you know, for years and years, we are all Mahatmas are discussing kashais, but you recognize that this is the fundamental science, you know. Do not believe these kashais are yours. Otherwise, they will stick to you. They will stick to you. Yeah, go on. Let me just, Guillermo, mute Guillermo, my friend, let's mute you. Okay, all right, go on. Okay, go on.
En ausencia de la intención violenta y este link, no pueden existir los kashais. Y es como, y no hay que repetir, no hay que decir, no, de que yo soy violento, o que esto, para que no se peguen, para que no se queden. Ya para los Mahatmas, sin intención de violencia y link, los kashais desaparecen.
Not only that, there is no oneness with what however is happening, this is the beauty of the science of liberation of Akram, which is, we are aware that Shuddha or Patricia is doing this from morning till evening, but there is no oneness with it. There is no oneness with it. You don't say, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And oh, I have to do so much. There's no oneness with it. Right? Huh?
No, cuando sucede esto, cuando tenemos este conocimiento, no hay una unidad con lo que sucede. Vemos lo que pasa. No decimos yo lo hago, yo tengo que hacer o lo que fuera. Vemos lo que está sucediendo.
Yeah, and
no hay unidad con lo que está sucediendo con nada. Solo está sucediendo.
Yeah, on the contrary, not instead of being oneness, whenever something negative or bad happens through this file one, you and I immediately will say, oh, why this is happening? This should not happen, right? And that is our experience. That will come into your experience. Mm-hmm.
Sin unidad sabemos que esto que está sucediendo le está sucediendo al archivo 1, pero no decimos esto me está sucediendo a mí.
Yeah, and see, this will come into your experience. I'm giving you exact words of Dada, you see.
Esto va a venir a tu conocimiento y a la ayuda. Está escribiendo las palabras exactas de Dada.
And that experience is the experience of the Amapura. This is who you are.
Esta es la experiencia del alma pura y es lo que somos. En lo contrario, tú te sentirás, ¿por qué está sucediendo esto? Oh, I lost it.
Yeah, this is the coming home, entering the cave of yourself, you see. Yeah, for example, see outside your apartment building on the street in this middle of the city, you see a lot of people. You see initially some people fighting, and then the fighting increases more and more people come in and join the fight and shout and, chaos. What do? Do you actually go there and stand there? No, you come inside your home and then from the window or the balcony, you see what's going on. From the safety of your home, you just see what's going on, you see? And, and you're safe, your experience is, oh, this should not happen. People get hurt, there is bleeding, etc. Ambulances are there. And for what? In the morning it's all quiet, but this is the nature of anger of the other people versus Mahatmas, you see.
Yes. Afuera, por ejemplo, en la vida eres un constructor de edificios y de repente aparecen las personas que empiezan a pelearse, empiezan a aparecer un montón de personas que vienen a ver y que se involucran con esta pelea y que no tienen nada que ver, ¿no? Y los Mahatmas que hacen van dentro, van a la seguridad del hogar, y tal vez es, ¿no? ¿Para qué se pelean? Pero bueno, es la naturaleza de la otra persona.
Just like the lady or the gentleman who is watching all of this violence going on down below. In the same way, that is exactly our state. We see this very severe outbursts and destructive reactions that happen in this world. But you can only imagine with the burning that's going on inside and the revenge taking measures and how it just kind of keeps the world burning and burning to destruction in hell. You see, it is a living hell. You know, it's a living hell. You know, you look at the life of those people in Ukraine. It's hell. You know, where does that come from? Now we know.
Yes. Por ejemplo, podemos ver ¿no? Todo lo que pasa, ¿no? Esta cosa tan destructiva, tan severa, ¿no? Tanta ira, tanta venganza y destrucción que está habiendo en el mundo. Esto parece que fuera como el infierno viviente. Fíjense en esta ira que quema, cuánta destrucción, ¿no? Y miren Ucrania, por ejemplo, y el horror que pueden estar viviendo las personas que están allí.
You don't have to go to hell. Hell is right here on this earth, and just like heaven is right here inside. Both are inside us. You see? And the heavens have opened up for the Mahatmas, you see. They are blissful no matter what is happening, inside or outside, you see, because they are not connected with it. The connection was with due to ignorance. Ignorance was the connection, you see.
El infierno no está afuera ni está en otro lado. El infierno está aquí mismo. Y también el paraíso también está aquí mismo. Y es la conexión con lo que tenemos. Si tenemos la conexión con la sabiduría y con quien realmente somos, ¿no? Con este conocimiento, esta ciencia, vamos a estar conectados con el paraíso. Y si estamos en la ignorancia o la falta de luz, vamos a estar viviendo en el infierno.
Gabi, do you have the Charan Vidhi with you, the book, the Charan Vidhi book?
¿Tienes el Charan Vidhi, Fabi?
Okay, good. So, can you read the last sentence of the Prata Vidhi, the early morning Vidhi? The early morning Vidhi, the last sentence in Spanish.
¿Última?
Yeah, the early morning Vidhi.
Sí, la última. La
Vidhi de la mañana,
oración
la
del Prata
última.
Vidhi.
Prata Vidhi.
Que el conocimiento absoluto, la visión absoluta y la conducta absoluta de la ciencia de lo absoluto del Gnani Purush Dadashri se manifiesten en exactitud total y completamente.
Yeah, which is Gnani Purush Dadashri Vitrag Vignanu Yathartha Karine Sampurna Sarvangpane Kevad Gnan, Kevad Darshan, and Kevad Charitrama Parinaman ho, and that is this Purnatva, you see, this is this movement of all of us towards that fullness, you see. So these satsangs are the building blocks of that Purnatva, that towards fullness, you see, towards completion, you see.
Yes. Esta oración del Prata Vidhi de la mañana es lo que nos lleva a la completitud. Este satsang nos lleva a este conocimiento de la completitud.
You see? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take a break and then we'll proceed with our further sentences on further paragraphs. A new paragraph is coming on page 17, okay? Let's take a break.
Vamos a tomar un recreo, 10 minutes, un recreo de 10 minutos y continuamos. Gracias. Thank you, Shuddha.
All right, thank you. Thank you, dear Fabi and Patri.
¿Sí?
Sí, ¿me escuchás?
Sí, solo avisar que yo en 10 minutos Fabi se tiene que ir,
Tranquila, tranquila.
por si alguien pudiera seguir escribiendo. Pero no,
Bueno.
Bueno.
Me perdí el título. ¿Qué era lo que decía que puso la
Ahora
separación?
dice entre el ser y el no ser.
Okay.
The Shuddha Fabi has to leave in 10 minutes, so sorry.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Fabi. Yeah, whatever, that's okay. I understand.
Okay, thank you.
So the next heading is the separation between the self and the non-self. Actually, I'm not going to give you the Gujarati. Dadashri says, after this Gnan, after giving this Gnan, whatever anger, pride, deceit, and greed happens, that is happening to the non-self. There is no life in it. Jeev. Jeev, sorry. You say Jeev. You see, Jeev means with life or living, you see.
Yes.
And Ajiv, life or living, you see, that's called living, or living. Jeev is that which has got life and appears living, you see. It's called Jeev, you see. And when you put an A in front of that, Jeev means lifeless, you see, lifeless, like a stone, you see.
Yes.
But that is the standard definition of living and non-living, right?
Yes. Acá, en la separación del ser y del no ser, Dada dice que luego del Nanvidi, la ira, el orgullo, la codicia y el engaño son parte de el no ser. Y no hay vida allí. Y pone dos palabras, Shuddha, Shiv, que es con vida o viviente, ¿no? Y cuando se pone una adelante es lo opuesto, y a Shiv es sin vida, y como una piedra. Esta es la definición de vida y sin vida, y no vida.
And what we say, is that this is the beauty of it. And Akram Vignan, the anger, pride, deceit, and greed that is visible and is happening, you see, is happening to that which is essentially dying or dead. Is dying, you see. It's called Ajiv. It is like a wound up toy, a wound up toy, and it will do its different things, and as soon as the winding power is over, then it dies, So this anger, pride, deceit, and greed are discharging in the non-self Ajiv complex, you see.
Lo bello del Nan, ¿no? Lo que estamos viendo es que la ira, el orgullo, la codicia y el engaño son visibles, y sucede a lo que está muriendo. Es como comparable con un juguete al que se le da cuerda. Cuando termina la cuerda, cuando termina esa energía, se muere, termina y se muere.
And before, Dada says it was a mixture, you see, and mixture is called Jeev-Ajiva. In other words, in the people of the world, there is the Jeev, which is the Ama, and Jeev is this body complex that has been charged in the last life, battery powered, that is discharging, you see, and but in them it is in the mixed form, you see. So there is, but the Pudgal, when the Pudgal, the body complex, is separated from the Chetan. Chetan is the knowing, seeing element. That is, you see, it's now it's called pure Chetan, Shuddha Chetan, and Pudgal. Shuddha Chetan and Pudgal. You see, in other words, it's a pure soul and the discharging complex. Puran, that which was filled, is emptying. The first food is filled, it's emptying. You see?
Yes. Dada dice, antes era una mezcla entre lo que entre Ajiv y Shiv y Ajiv, ¿no? Y que estaban mezclados. Entonces el Pudgal, el complejo del cuerpo, mente y habla, es separado del Chetan, que es el conocedor y observador. Ahora lo que queda es el pura Chetan y el Pudgal, el alma pura, ¿no? Entonces lo que sucede es
Yeah. And in the Gnanavidi, the Chetan part, the self is pulled out from this mixture. You see, for the other people, it is a mixture. I am John, I am Mary, I am doing, I am suffering, you see?
Con el Nanvidi estos son separados, el ser puro está separado, se separa de la mezcla de yo soy Juan, Pedro, yo hago, me pasa y todo eso.
Go on, sorry. Hello? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You see, and in the Gnanavidi, we pull out the Chetan and we place the Chetan in Chetan, and then the Achetan. Achetan means that which does not have the capacity to know and see. This body does not know and see. I know this body, you see.
En el Nanvidi se separan el Chetan de la Chetan. El Achetan no ve y sabe, y yo soy el que ve y sabe.
In the Podgal, you see. So this is the exact thing that is happening, you see. So there is Jeev-Ajiva. Jeev-Ajiva means Jeev and Ajiv mixture. Jeev-Ajiva mixture. Jeev-Ajiva mixture is separated, and so the Jeev is the self that sits as the self, and the Ajiv is separated, you see. And therefore all the anger, pride, deceit, and greed are part of the Ajiv. You see, they are of this Pudgal. They and because of this mixture, because the mixture is gone, it is only called Pudgal only. It is because the mixture is gone. The mixture was causing the anger, pride, deceit, and greed. You understand? The mixture. Very important sentence. So let me translate this in exactness, okay?
Do I translate first?
Yeah, go ahead. Go home.
En el Nanvidi separan al Chetan de la Chetan, ¿no? El Achetan no ve y no sabe, yo soy el que ve y sabe. Es lo que sucede, ¿no? El shift y el ashift, cuando estaban mezclados, fueron separados. Esa mezcla fue separada. El shift es el ser y el ashift tiene que ver con el pudgal. Y por eso los kashais, la ira, el orgullo, el apego y la codicia, están separados del pudgal, y por eso la mezcla se fue y desaparecieron los kashais, y a eso se le dice pudgal.
And after the self is pulled out of the mixture, you see, mixture complex, otherwise known as Mishra Chetan. After the self is pulled out of the Mishra Chetan, then what is left is only Pudgal only, and then this anger, pride, deceit, and greed are not called anger, pride, deceit, and greed. They are called dramatic anger, pride, deceit, and greed. You see?
Yes. Y luego de la separación del ser, de la mezcla, de lo mezclado, lo que queda es el pudgal y los kashais. Y los dramáticos kashais, ¿no? Ira, orgullo.
Yeah, right. As if,
desencanto.
you know, so now the final sentence of Dada in this heading is now what is left is that which is part of the drama only. It's dramatic. The dramatic is the only thing that is left for you and I. And what do you do with that which is dramatic?
Ella dice que lo que queda es lo dramático, ¿no? Y la parte de lo dramático y qué hacemos con eso.
Yeah, dramatic, anger, pride, deceit, and greed is left. You know, what do you do with those? Have to be settled with equanimity. You see, that is it. You know, so okay, that's it. You know, whether it is whatever it is, anger, pride, deceit, greed, whatever is happening in the Pudgal, understand it is happening in the Pudgal, in the non-living, in the discharging non-self complex. And now whatever happens, it is not real. It is not real anger. It is not real deceit. It is not real kashai. It says as dramatic kashai, you know. Dramatic kashai.
Lo que queda son los kashais dramáticos, y qué hay que hacer con eso es resolverlos con ecuanimidad. Y esto está en lo no viduo y en la parte del complejo del no ser. Y estos son, es la parte dramática de la ira, el orgullo, la codicia y el engaño.
Yeah. And so why is it called dramatic kashais? You know, because to the world it appears very real. It's like, you know, it's happening. Whereas the inner one is separated. The inner one knows tonight I've got to go home and eat my sandwich. Tonight I'm going back to my Lord. When I close my eyes tonight, I'll be closing my eyes as eu sou amapura, eu sou absoluto amapura. You know?
Yes. Pero para el mundo todo esto de los kashais parece absolutamente real, pero el ser sabe que a la noche irá a su casa, cocinará, se irá a dormir y va a repetir, yo soy absoluta alma pura.
So Dadashri says, whatever it is now, whatever happens to Gabi or to Damian, whatever reactions happen, you see, just don't try to change them, just settle them with equanimity. Just allow them to settle by remaining in your equanimitous state, remaining who you are, just see them, just see them.
Nada dice que lo que sea que suceda, no lo trates de cambiar. Permite que suceda y límpialo estando en puro estado de ecuanimidad.
So here, Radhashi is saying is now what is left for you and I and all of us is Agna 4. You say Agna 4. That's all that is left for us. In Agna 4, there is nothing to be done. Agna 4 is to be who you are and to see what unfolds. That's all.
Dada dice que lo que queda solo es el Agna 4. No hay nada que hacer, solamente ser y ver qué es lo que se despliega frente a nosotros.
Yes, Damian.
Yes, Shuddha. And the reason why I have to clean my kashais, because, for example, if I hurt someone, I have to do pratikraman to clean my dirt. Is that that dirt that is not me is obstructing me, or why do we need to do pratikraman if my relative is not me?
In the Pratikraman, you
Perdón,
don't.
perdón. Traducí, sorry. Traducí, Damián.
No, le
Traducite.
digo que, por ejemplo, si yo hiero a alguien, tengo que hacer pratikraman, como limpiar mi impureza. ¿Por qué la estoy queriendo limpiar si no soy yo? Entonces debe ser porque me obstruye. Esto le estoy preguntando.
Gracias.
You don't have to do Pratikraman.
No tienes que hacer practicaman.
You have to maintain your awareness of who you are and what is happening now. In that happening, in that discharge that happens, in that drama that happens, if you become aware that someone is hurt because of that discharge, then you, first of all, should be aware of it. You should know that it's that Damian just hurt someone, you see. Awareness is the most critical thing. If you're not aware, then, then you're drunk like the rest of the people, Drunk people are not aware. Can you blame a person who is drunk and says all kinds of bad words? No. You see, the awareness. He will know when he wakes up in the morning, his wife will tell him you were shouting and saying all kinds of bad words when you were drunk. You see? So you don't have to do anything. The awareness, the awakened awareness of who you are in all of this is the most important component. Go on. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, lo que tienes que mantener es quién eres, y lo que sucede es la descarga del karma, no es el drama. Y en el medio que esto va sucediendo, ves que todo esto está sucediendo, lo que tienes que ver es si estás lastimando a alguien. Y es ver, porque ya lo estás viendo y estás teniendo la conciencia. Y tenés la conciencia. Cuando las personas no tienen la conciencia, es como estar borracho. Una persona que está borracha puede decir o hacer cualquier cosa, pero no está consciente de lo que está haciendo. Y sin embargo, al día siguiente la mujer, cuando se despierta, le va a decir de todo y lo va a pelear porque estaba borracho y dijo o hizo tal cosa.
It is the awareness. It is the awakening that will give you very sensitive indications of how Damian ends up hurting others, is a source of difficulties for others, you see. And that awareness is the most critical thing. And in that awareness, you will know when the hurt happens to the other person. And because the Amapura is present in that other person, you have to inform, you have to gently inform Damian, why is this happening again and again? Clear it off in exactness by connecting with the Amapura of that person, you see. This is called true Pratikraman. In other words, Pratikraman is only useful if it is done with awareness, you see, with this awareness of the pain and the hurt. If there is no awareness, Pratikraman is useless. You can do Pratikraman from morning till evening. It's useless.
Yes. Por ejemplo, Damián, la conciencia es lo más importante. Es lo más importante y es la conciencia la que te va a indicar de cómo o cuándo Damián está siendo fuente de dificultades para otro. También es esta conciencia que te estará diciendo que te va a hacer saber cuando estás lastimando a otro y que la otra persona también es alma pura. Entonces debes informarle a Damián que conecte con el alma pura de la otra persona. Y la conciencia es lo más importante porque el practikrama hecho sin conciencia no tiene absolutamente ningún valor. Es inútil.
Yeah, in the absence of the awareness, the pratikraman is ego-mediated. You see, it's mediated to the ego. Oh, I hurt him. I'll have to do pratikraman. You see, both are wrong. Oh, I hurt him and I'll have to do pratikraman. We've just spent so much time in this. Dada, you're putting your foot over the mouth of Dada. When you say, oh, I hurt him and I have to do pratikraman. Dada, after millions of years, has come to you, Damian, and separated you, given you this magnificent Amapura, and again you're saying, oh, I hurt him. You didn't hurt him. You didn't hurt anyone. It is this discharging Pudgal that sometimes doesn't behave, you see.
En ausencia de la conciencia, es inútil hacer practikraman y entonces después de tantas vidas puedes llegar y inclinar tu cabeza en el pie del Gnani. Y en realidad sucede lo que sucede y no estás lastimando a nadie. Sí, podés ver y tener esa conciencia de que todo lo que está pasando es lo que tiene que pasar. Vos no heriste a nadie, no herís a nadie.
The awareness of scientific circumstantial evidence is even much, is a million miles higher than pratikraman, you see. Because here you are, Amapura, scientific circumstantial evidence is the doer, you see, in which Dhammin is just a toy. It's just another toy. These are all wound up toys that somehow move nicely in the merry-go-round, and sometimes they go off track and hurt each other, and it's a Pudgal. It's a non-Pudgal. You don't give importance to Pudgal anymore. The best importance you can give to Pudgal is to leave it alone.
Yes. La conciencia de las evidencias científicas circunstanciales es millones de veces más importante que el practikraman. El alma pura, el alma pura es el alma pura y las evidencias científicos circunstanciales es el hacedor. Y también solo es un juguete que tiene cuerda y mientras que está funcionando puede estar moviéndose maravillosamente o también puede llegar a lastimar a alguien, pero eso es del Pudgal y no le des absolutamente ninguna importancia al Pudgal.
Lord Krishna did not tell Arjuna after he killed all those people, you have to do a lot of pratikraman now.
Lord Krishna no le dijo a Arjuna que haga un montón de practikraman después de la batalla.
Where there is light, there is no doubt.
Donde hay luz, no hay oscuridad.
Yeah, like in that light, if look, in my awareness, if I become aware, I should the more aware I am, the more acutely aware I should be if I say anything that might hurt anyone in this satsang, you see. You know, and if it keeps on repeating, then obviously something is wrong. There is an underlying reason for it, and I need to check it out, okay? Otherwise the satsang cannot go on, you know.
Donde hay luz no hay oscuridad, ¿no? Y es la conciencia. Por ejemplo, yo no digo nada que pueda herir a las personas, pero, y lo continúo diciendo, pero en realidad esto no podría estar pasando si yo estuviera repitiendo eso.
Look,
Esto es lo que sucede.
there is this magnificent, beautiful bliss of the golden light of the self, who I am, the blissful one. You know, it cannot exist with, oh, I have to do this to clear, I have to clear out so much junk. Are you clearing out the junk, or is it scientific circumstantial evidences that is clearing out this junk? See?
Yes. Si yo soy la divina dicha brillante del alma pura, ¿yo soy la que limpia la basura o son las evidencias científicas circunstancias las que lo hacen?
Yes, yeah. So, recognize, you see, this, sitting in the weight of the Pudgal, sitting in, is horrible. Pudgal was never ours. This Pudgal, this filled complex that we identify as my body, my mind, my everything, was never ours. It is the highest blessing and expression of our punya, merit karma, that we are becoming increasingly aware of this, that it's never ours. You think you and I are able to speak? You never know what can happen tomorrow, you know. This is never ours, you know. One of our Mahatmas that you and I know, I will tell you his name, has got cancer inside the base of his tongue, where the tongue begins from the throat. You see, cancer growing there, and he is otherwise looks very healthy, 44 years old. You know, maybe now 50, you know. I mean, this is Pudgal and Pudgal effects.
Yes. Bueno, reconoce que estar sentado en el Pudgal es algo que es horrible y es un lugar que nunca me perteneció, es mi mente, mi cuerpo, mis palabras, eso nunca me perteneció. Y debido al karma meritorio, al punya karma, es que pudimos llegar hasta aquí. No sabemos qué es lo que va a pasar mañana, no tenemos idea. Y hay una Mahatma de alrededor de 50 años que luce aparentemente saludable y está teniendo un cáncer en la base de su garganta.
Yeah, you know,
Y no sabemos qué puede suceder mañana.
The greatest punya effect, result, is this awareness, is this awareness, you know, and in this awareness, we have all begun to see what is there in front of us. You know, what is the meaning of all of this? Running around, wanting this, not wanting this, liking this, not liking. What is the meaning of it all?
Yes. Debido a este meritorio puña, el resultado es la conciencia y en ella podemos comenzar a ver qué es lo que está enfrente sucediendo, queriendo esto, queriendo aquello, no queriendo esto, no queriendo aquello.
Yeah. So yeah, I do not get too bogged down about I have to clear these files of Damian, files will arise in front of you and you are there with your equanimity, you're there with your solidity, stability, stillness, and equanimity. It is not happening to you.
Tengo que limpiar mis archivos de Damián, ¿no? Y los archivos vendrán y tú estarás allí parado, quieto, en equilibrio y en total ecuanimidad. Y viendo qué es lo que está sucediendo frente a ti.
A very beautiful heading is coming now. This is shall we you want to say anything else, my friend Damian? You want to say anything else? Yeah. The whole
It would be I connect that with the last Dadavani of November, where Dada describes the death of Shirava and his brother and his mother, and he didn't cry. And I was impressed by all that is saying there. And I wonder if you can send it to me in Word so I can translate for all Mahatmas here, because I think it's great.
Okay, all right, November Dadavani, yes. November Dadavani, yes, I will send it to you. And also, by the way, the December Dadavani just finished. It's beautiful about see the positive and be blissful. And it's in two parts. The other one is in two parts. I finished the first part. The first part is finalized now. But it's a December. The other one is also very beautiful. But no, everything that Dada gives is beautiful. Yes. It's the exactness of the vision. It's a very high vision that does not let you. It's a very high level of vision that does not let you become the owner of emotions. You say, yes, Shuddha or Damian will cry if something terrible happens to a family member, but you will be like a solid rock inside, you see, So there's nothing wrong in crying or showing emotions, These are of the Pudgal, of the non-self complex.
Yes. Dada dice que ver y sentirse dichoso es lo maravilloso. Y cuanto más tu visión más elevada y exacta, en un nivel muy elevado, es volverte dueño de... no sé lo que puse acá. Es volverte dueño de tus emociones y tú en tu interior estarás sólido como una roca. Y también dice, no está mal llorar, no está mal, esto es parte del Pudgal, de lo que sucede.
Yeah, it's a very phenomenal discovery of Dada. It is Akram way of liberation. Dadashri's word in the last thing that is so amazing, he says, the Chetan has been pulled away, the Chetan has been pulled away from the Mishra Chetan. Mixed Chetan. Mixed Chetan means I know and I am doing. You see, I know and I am doing. I am Damian, I am Shuddha, I know and I am doing. And the knowing part, the knower has been pulled away, and what is left is that which was created in the last life, and will it gives its effect in this life and come to its natural conclusion. Dust thou art, and dust you will be, you know, Shakespeare, right?
Es dada con, dada dice, es fundamental, ¿no? Esto en la liberación, que el Chetan fue retirado del Mix-Chetan, el Mix-Chetan. Yo soy Daniamian, yo soy esto, yo sé, yo hago. Y el conocedor fue retirado y lo que queda son las causas creadas en la vida pasada y vienen para cerrarse en una conclusión final.
This is very amazing sentence. Okay, we spent a whole parayan on this, but this sentence is phenomenal. You see, people of the world are in mixed. Their Chetan, their knowing self, their knower self, their real self, they are mixed. They're mixed in this body complex, believing, oh man, I'm hungry, I'd like to eat something. I'm dissatisfied, I'm unhappy. You see, all of these things, so mixed. The Chetan is mixed, is an absolute prisoner. He's an absolute prisoner. The knower is absolutely imprisoned by this Pudgal, you see, the body complex. And the miracle happened for all of us in, the Gnani Vidi, where without disturbing anything, the Chetan, the knower, woke up, you see, the knower. And what is left is just that which was created, and whatever is created will come to an end, you see. So that which was this extra creation from past life is now in front of us, discharging. The only beautiful discharge is these satsangs. You see, everything else is happening anyway, you know.
Yes. Cuando el conocedor, a ver, cuando Dada dice que el Chetan fue retirado del Mix Chetan, y yo, Damián, sé, hago, digo, y en el Gnanvidi el conocedor fue retirado, y lo que queda solamente son las causas de la vida pasada que vienen a final de conclusiones, a concluirse. Y esto lo estuvimos viendo en un parayam entero. La gente en el mundo vive en esta mezcla y están pensando que tienen hambre, que no estoy insatisfecho, quiero esto, o yo hago lo otro. Y el verdadero conocedor está prisionero. En el Nambidi, sin molestar nada, el conocedor fue elevado y lo que queda es lo que queda es lo que fue creado y viene a terminarse aquí enfrente nuestro. Y lo más bello es que podemos estar en satsang viendo esto.
Yeah. And the force that was giving energy to this Pudgal, the force that was giving energy to this Pudgal was the I. The I has separated, and therefore the discharging Kashais are no longer real. They are dramatic only. There is no violent intent behind it. There is no burner below the hot plate. This has been removed. You are the driving force of it all. Before, by saying, I am angry, I'd like to do this to him and do that to him, that is called anger. And now there is no one to say that. It may happen in Damian or Shuddha or Patri, but there's no one to be the owner of that. There's no owner of the anger or the... But anger, pride, deceit, and greed, is there any owner left? That's the most important question you have to ask. You say, oh, I became angry. Well, again, you're trying to become the owner. There is no owner. Right, Gabi? There is no owner of whatever is happening to Gabi. Are you the owner of Gabi?
La fuerza que dio energía a este pulgar es el yo que fue separado. Entonces no hay una intención violenta, no hay llamas, no hay enojo que te queme. Entonces no hay yo estoy enojado, busco venganza. Ahora no hay dueño para la ira, no hay dueño.
Okay, my friends, we have gone over time here. We will take this new heading, the foundation of Kashai is moved, next time. Highest namaskars to all of you. Shuddhatma Bhagwans.
Thank you, Shuddha.
Yeah.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand, Gonzalo, and Herman, and Alicia, and Isabel, and Devdasi, Monica, Laura, and Yaya, and Sandra, everyone, huh? Okay, all right. And Shuddhatma Bhagwan, huh? Have a wonderful day. Huh?
Jai Sachidanand. Thank you.
Jai Sachidanand.